This is Devjit and welcome to yet another video. So this is my second video on building the courier management system. So this is the website yesterday where we left off. This is the Laravel application. So let me first log into my application. And for a side note guys, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to it and also comment down your thoughts below in the comment box. So I have logged into my admin dashboard. Okay, this is where we left off yesterday. And yesterday we didn't added two fields in our user database. Okay, so let me go to my user this database schema, and I have added it. Okay, if you see, there is this new field named status, and there is also a new field named gender. Okay, the status is actually because if the admin wants that some user cannot log into to his or her account, or maybe the admin wants a user, particular staff or user to be blocked from the website, then the status we could use it to change the user state, that if the user can log in or can't log in. Okay, so we need to add this, the status and gender. Okay, so let me first do that quickly. So I'll go back to my terminal and I will type php artisan make migration add underscore to no sorry add underscore gender underscore to underscore users, sorry, add underscore gender underscore column underscore to underscore users underscore table. So I will make this migration. So my migration is created. Let me back to my Visual Studio Code, and over here what I will do, I'll go to my database folder. In the database folder, I'll go to my migrations, and over here I have my migration, and you can see. So I will first define the table string, sorry about that, string gender, and I am giving this nullable. Okay guys, yesterday also I in the users table I defined many values over here as nullable. Okay, this is just because of when I am creating the seeds. Okay, in the user seeder yesterday, if you remember, when I created the seeds, I only gave this much inputs. Okay, for that's why I just left all the fields as nullable. But when we are creating the CRUD, actually a CRUD is the create, read and update and delete. So when we are creating the CRUD, that time we will mention which fields we want to be required or which fields we don't want that much to be required. Okay, so that time we will do the logic thing. So right now I have added the gender, and one more column which I need is the status. So it will be an integer. A status will have a value of 0 or 1. Okay, so table integer status, I will set the default of the status as 1. If the user is having a status of 1, then the user can log in. If the user is having a status of 0, then the user is actually blocked. So what will happen when the user will try to log into our website? The user, if the user is having a status of 0, then the user will be shown a message that you are blocked, please contact administrator or something like that. You can actually change the message or whatever you want. So I will save this, and what I will do, I'll go to my terminal, and what is this? So I will run php artisan migrate. So my migration is completed. Okay, now if I go back to my database, and if I go to my users table, and over here you can see at the bottom of the table there are two new fields which I added, the gender and the status. Okay, now if I go to my data tab, and at the last you can see the status is having the status ID status of 1. Okay, and the gender is having null. Okay, whatever, we will fill it afterwards. We are not going to put the logic of the status right now, means if the user can log in or can't log in, we will do it afterwards. Okay, so my this part of the thing is completed. Now I will close it. Okay. Now what we will do, we need to first create the company master. Okay. The company when we are building a project, okay, means particularly this project, first we need to build a company. On this the company, we will have a company name, a company logo, a company address, city, state, pin, country, phone, email, and GST number. These details would be used when we are generating an invoice, or maybe something else, maybe when we are sending emails to a user or a customer or whatever. So this information would be used that time, and based upon this information we would do the other things like the branch. Over here if you see there is a branch, okay, means a company would have lots of branches, means maybe a company's headquarter is in, for example, in Delhi, and the head from Delhi, the company has branches in Calcutta, maybe Chennai, maybe somewhere else. So yeah, it's like that. So what we will first do, we will we will make a company master. So for that, what I need to do, I will head to my terminal and I will create a model. So make model, and I will name it company master, and I will give the M flag for creating the migration as well. So my migration and my model has been created successfully. So what I will do now, I need to just fill up the migration by just the schema. Okay. So I'll open my Visual Studio Code, and if I go to my migrations folder at the very bottom, I can see there is a company masters table. Okay. Now I need to fill up this migration. What I need over here is the company name first, which is a varchar, means this will be a string, company logo, company address, company city. Okay. So let me head back to my Visual Studio Code and I will start coding. So table, string, company name, table, string, company logo, and I will set the company logo the default as default.png. Then I have table string. I don't guess string. It's a company address. So the company address will actually be a text field because it can be more than 255 or maybe more characters. Okay, so I will take it as a text string. So the company address. Then what I have the company city, state, pin, country. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just copy this field and I will just modify it. So I'll just do it quick. So I have finished creating my migration. Okay, so as you can see, I have all the fields over here as defined in my schema. Okay, so now what I will do, I will save the file and I will just migrate the file. So I will go back to my terminal and type php artisan migrate. So now my migration is completed. Now what I need to do, I will go to my sidebar. Okay, if you see in my, so now if I go back to my Laravel dashboard, okay, the admin panel, you can see I have nothing over here. So I will just change the core, the heading over here to company management, and I will edit this thing. Okay, so I'll head back to my Visual Studio Code and I will first change it to company management, and I will change this li tag to maybe company master, and in the tree view first I will actually in the company master I will have only one company. Okay, so what I will do, I will just copy the dashboard li from here and I will just change it to something else, maybe the whatever it was before, and below the company management what I will do, I will paste this li over here and I will change it to company master, because why I am taking this single thing over here, why I am not taking a tree view just because of my company, I will have only one company, you know. I in my feature, in my project, I will have only one company. If you want more companies, you can have more features like it means if I show you something, if you go to layout options, there will see there is a tree view. Okay, so what you can do, you can change this layout options to maybe company master. Then in the top navigation, you can write maybe add a new company, edit or view all companies, like that you can do. Okay, but I only need one, means like company master, and in from the company master page you can edit, update, delete or whatever you want, you can do it from there only. So I will have this company master. Okay, and now what I need to do, I'll head to my routes, which is web.php file. Now in the web.php, in the admin route group, I will create a new route, get, and it will be company master, and I have not created any controller for it yet, so I will do it now. Company master controller @index, and I will name the route as company dot view. Okay, now I'll close it. Now what I need to do, I need to first create a controller, so I'll head to my terminal and I will type php artisan make controller admin slash company controller. I'm not going to create a resourceful controller over here because I would like to code everything from the beginning. Okay, so I will not do that. Now, after my company controller is created, now what I will do, I'll save this thing and I will head to my company controller. So in the company controller, I will create a public function index, and I will return a view which would be admin company dot index, and I will save it, and I'll go to my sidebar, and in the route I will also need to change the route over here. It will be admin, I guess, company dot view. Okay, so admin dot company dot view, and in the active is active, this is active is actually a helper function which is created by me only. If you see my previous video, you will know how to create a helper function in Laravel. Okay, so what I will do is active, the URL is company master. Yeah, it's company master, so I'll give this only. Now one more thing I would like to say, company master, maybe afterwards what we can have is a company master, then we will have something like store or something, maybe something like that. So what I will do, I will give a wildcard, so I'll give a star over here. If there are any URL after this company master, then this one will have the active class. Okay, so I will give this wildcard over here. Okay, now after I have done this, if I go back and refresh, you will see there is the company master. I need to actually change the icon over here. So for that, what I will do, it's using actually the font awesome. So I will go to the font awesome website. So I am going to use for the company master this building icon. You can use whatever you want. So I will head back to my Visual Studio Code and I will just change it over here, the FA building. Okay. And now if I go back to my dashboard and reload the page, yeah, you can see the icon has changed. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to create the form for the company master. So for that, what I need to do, the view which I have created over here means I will intend to create the admin company index. So for that, what I need to do, I'll go to my resources folder. In the views folder, in the admin folder, I will create another folder which I will name the company, and in the company folder, what I will do, I'll create a new file and I will name it index.blade.php. Okay, Now in the index.blade.php, what I need to do first, I will extend it with the admin layout master, and I need to give the CSS, because in the master layout I have defined a CSS stack. So I will just give the push directive CSS, and I will end push, and over here I need to give the section of the main content. So I will say content section, and I will just stop it over here. I am using the stop directive. If you want, you can also write end section. The both directive will do the same thing, but I would like to use the stop one. It's up to you. Whichever you want, you can use. And also, I need to give the JavaScript push, end push. And also, I forgot one thing over here. I need to give the title. So I will say section title, and the title of the page would be company master. So I'll save the file. Now in the content, for the content, what I will do, I'll go to my admin LTE, and if you go to the maybe pages, forms, maybe general. So what I will do, I'll just take a card over here, like this, a card. Okay, and in the card, I will just modify it up to my need. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just copy it. I'll not inspect, I need to view the source code. Okay, whatever, I'll just copy it from here. Okay, this is a cart primary. Okay, it's a call MD6. So what I will do, I'll just copy it from here by clicking Control plus C, and I will go back over here. And what I need to do first, I will define a column of 12, and then I will paste the card over here. Okay, now if you go back and to your dashboard, if you reload, and if you go to your company master route, okay, there is some error, I guess. It's showing that the company master controller does not exist. Okay, so I guess there is some problem with it. Okay, I see. I have actually named the company controller as only just company controller. Okay, what I do, I will just go back to my routes, and I'll just delete the master, and it will be company controller only. Then if I go back and if I reload, yeah, the problem is actually gone now. Okay, now you can see there is the card and there is the form. Okay, now I will just customize it up to my need. Okay, what I will do, I'll just go to the dashboard. Not over here actually. So what I have just done, I have just taken this class from the admin LTE. Okay, this one, the featured, you can see this one. Okay, I just want to use this. If I go to my dashboard and if I reload, now you will see the total class has, the total layout has been changed. Okay, I have just this one. Now I will edit it as I need. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to give the form over here, and I will just change the heading of it for the featured thing. Okay, so what I will do, I'll go back to my Visual Studio Code and I will edit it like I need to first check that if the user is having any rows in the database table. So if the user, if there is any company in my database, okay, if I go right now to my database and if I reload the database, there is the company masters. And if you go to the data, there are currently no data. Okay, so I need to first the featured over here, I will say add new company. Okay, now this add new company will change. If the user is having any rows in the database table, then it will be edit company. And if the user is having no companies right now, then it will just show add new company. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I'll go to my company controller, and in the index function, index method, what I will do, I will define a variable named company, and it will be company master, and I will say maybe all. Okay, so I will just change the variable to maybe companies, and then what I will do, I will also create a company variable, and over here the company master will find 1. What I'm doing, I will just explain it right now. Okay, just hold on for a moment. Then what I will do, I will compact companies first. Sorry about the spelling, companies. Okay, now what I will do, I will say if companies, not sorry, if actually count, if count, then what I am going to count, I am going to count the companies. If count companies greater than 0, okay, then only execute this part of code. Okay, and then what we will return, it will also change. Then what we will return, then we will return this thing. We will return compact companies, and we will also compact the particular company, means this the which we are finding it over here. And I am finding this static 1 just because of I will have only one record in my database, because I will have only one company in my database. Okay, so I am just statically finding the particular one. Else what I will do, I will just return the view, and I will remove the company from here, and then I will save, and then I will go back to my index.blade.php, and over here what I will do, I will use the blade directory as if. So if count companies greater than 0, then I will echo out over here. Sorry, it will not have this one, endif, and I also need to add else. Okay, then what I will say, I will echo out over here that add, no sorry, edit existing company, or if it's less than 0, means if there is no record, then I will say add new company. Okay, let me go back to my company controller once again. Okay, it's fine over here. Now if I go back and if I reload, there is some error. Okay, maybe I need to go back over here. Companies, I see what is the problem over here. Okay, I see there is a spelling mistake over here. I have actually made a small spelling mistake, so I'll just change it. Okay, now if I go back and reload, so now you can see it's showing add new company, just because of I have no companies added right now, so it's showing add new company. Okay, now what I will do, I will just add a form over here in the body of the card. Okay, so I'll go back to my view index.blade, and in the card body I will delete everything from here, and I will add a form tag. I will define the action afterwards. First let me create the form thing. So in the form, what fields I would require, let me go back to my company masters table, and I need a company name, logo, address, city, state, pin. Okay, so what I will do, so now let me go back to my editor, and first I will create two call6 columns. Okay, and in the call6 first column I will have a label for company name, and the label would say company name. Then I would have an input tag. The type would be text. The name would be company name. I will just copy it and I will paste it over here, and it would have a class of form control. As I am working in Bootstrap, this would have a class of form control. Now the next field which I need to add over here, I will just go over here. And one more thing, I also need to add an error. If there is any error message, it would show over here. So I will add the error directive, and the error would be for company name, and I will end the error over here. And in the error tags, I will have a small tag with a text danger, and I will just echo out over here the message. Now this is done. I will just copy everything from here, and in the other call 6 I will paste it. The input type will be a file, just because of I am uploading an image over here, and also the name would be company logo. I'll just copy it. I will change it everywhere. It will be company logo, and I will save it. Okay, and the label would also change company logo. Now the other thing which I require is the company address. So I will have a call 12, and in the call 12 I will have a label for company address, and it will have the label of label text of as company address. Okay. Now I will have a text area for it. The text area name would be company address. The ID would also be the same. So I'll just copy it and paste it. I don't need 30 columns. I will delete it, and I will have a rows of maybe 4. Okay. Now I will save it. Now below that I will have what field? The company city, state, pin, country. Okay, the company address, there is no company underscore, so it will be only address. So what I will do, I will just change it. I will just delete the company underscore thing from here. So I have deleted it. I'll save it, and also I need to add the error directive as well. So I will paste it, and I will change this to address, and I will save it. Now below this I need to add the other fields as well. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and then there is 4. So okay, what I will do, I will have for this company city, company state, company pin, I will have call MD4, and for company country, phone, email, and GST number, I will have call MD3. Okay, this will actually a grid which I am calculating in my head right now. So what I will do, I will have company city, state, pin in one row. So I will have call 4. So I will just paste it 3 times over here, and what I will do, I'll just copy everything from here. The company logo, not the company logo, I'll just copy the company name, and I will paste it in the call 4, and I will change the title, the label of it to company city. So company city, and I will change the ID for company city. And I will copy it and paste it everywhere. Okay, now the company city is done. Now what else field I need? I would require company city, company state, and pin. Okay, state and pin. Okay, so what I will do, I will just copy this one again. So this one will be a state, and this one would be also state. Okay, so my company state is also completed. Now the last one which is there is the company pin code. So I will copy it again, and I will paste it over here, and I will change it to company pin code. company underscore pin. Sorry, company underscore pin. Okay, Control C, and I will paste it over here, and I will also paste it over here, and I will save it. Okay, now the rest of the things which are there is company country, phone, email, and GST number. Okay, so this will be call 3. So dot call 3. So I will have over here, it will be country, and this one would be also country, country. I'll just paste it. Okay, it's done. Now what else I need? I'll just copy this whole div and I will paste it over here, and then I have phone, email, and GST. Okay, company phone. This one will be also phone. I will copy it and I will paste it over here as well, and over here as well. And then I have company email. So I will paste this, and then it will be email. This one would also be email. The type, input type will be email. I will paste the, sorry, I will paste the company email over here, and over here, and I will save it. And then the last one which is there is the GST number. So company GST, GST. I guess the GST is company GST, yeah. So I will copy it and I will paste it over here, and over here, and I will change it to text, and I will save it. Now if I go back and reload the page, okay, but there is some problem, I guess. Okay, I have actually totally forgotten to define a row over here, so I need to do that at first. So before after the form is starting, I need to define a row. In the row, I will put all the divs. So I will cut everything from here and I will put it in the row, and I will just indent everything, save it, and I will reload. Okay, it's there, but the company address is actually what I have done. I have forgotten to add the class to the text area. So I'll go to the text area and I will define a class of form control, and I'll save it, and I'll just go back and reload. Okay. One more thing which I need to do over here. If you see, the company address is just is not having any margin. Okay, and the company city, state, pin code is not having any margin at all. So what I need to do, I need to just add the margin top. Okay, so there is a bootstrap class which is mt3. For me, I will use mt3. You can use mt1, 2, 3, maybe whatever you want. So I will use mt3, and over here as well I will use mt3. I will just copy this and I will paste it everywhere for saving the time. So I have completed it. Now if I go back and reload, you can see there is space right now. Okay, now the last thing which I need to do, I need to add a button to submit, and also I need to add a button to go back to the main dashboard. Okay, so what I will do after the form is after the this thing, the form is ending. No, not actually after the form is ending. Okay, I actually need to give this footer. So what I will do, I will actually do one thing. I will wrap the form, this form actually. to the card body. Before the card body, I will put the form, and I will tell you why I am doing this so. Okay, just a moment, and I will cut this form out, closing form tag, and I will put it afterwards, and then I will just indent everything. Okay, after I have indented, actually what I want is after the card body, I need the card footer. So card footer, and in the card footer I will have a row, and in the row I will have two columns. So call 6, and I will just put it one more time, and in the call 6 I will have anchor tag. For now I will just put nothing, and the class would be button primary, and it will be like save company details, and in the other one it will have a class of text right, and I will just copy this button, this is sorry the anchor tag, and I will change the primary to maybe secondary, and I will type back. Okay, now if I go back and reload, so you can see there is some sort of border. This is actually a card footer. Okay, so this is what I wanted. Now I have completed it. So you can click to save the company details over here, and if you click over here, you can go back to the dashboard. Okay, so in the back method, what I will do, I will give a route over here for the dashboard. So route admin dot dashboard. And for the company details, I need to actually make it as a button. Okay, I cannot do it like that. So I will type button, and I will just cut the save company details from here, and I will delete the anchor tag. And in the button, I will paste this, and I will have a type of submit, because I will submit the form, and it will have a class of button primary, and I will save it. Now what I need to do, I will actually have to put the CSRF tag, CSRF directive, CSRF, and now what I will do, I will just submit the form. So I will go to my web.php, and I will define another route over here. So route get company master company controller @store, and I will name the route as company dot store, and I will save it. So now what I will do, I will go back to my company controller, and in the company controller I will create a new method for storing the data. So public function store, and actually what I need to do, I actually require this thing actually. I am providing the CSRF tag, okay, but what I need to do, the form action would be dynamic, okay, because if I am having this thing means if I am having the add new company, then there will be the store method, and if I am having the edit existing company, then I will have a different method for that, and then I have to also put the method over here, the method directive, and it will have put. Okay, so for that what I need to do, I need to submit the form. If whenever I will click the submit button, first I need to check that what is the actual title over here, means what is the logic I am using, that if I am adding a new company or if I am editing the existing company. So based upon that logic, I will define the form action. Okay, so for that what I will do, first I will create the store method, then I will explain what I need to do. So for that what I will do, first I will say this validate then I will pass the request, okay, this validated request, then I will pass an array. I will just close it first. Then what I need to do, I need to say the name, no, sorry, the company underscore name. The company name would be required, and it will be a string. Then what I have, company name, logo, okay, company underscore logo. The company logo will be also required, and it will be image, and also the memes. Memes actually a Laravel validation method, means where you will check that your image can have which extension. So for me, I will just define JPG, JPEG, PNG, and BMP. Okay. Then sorry about that. Then I have company address, and it will be also required. Then I will have company underscore city, I guess, city state pin. Okay, company city is also required. So required. Then I have city state is also required. Then I have company underscore city state pin. So pin is also required. Then I have company underscore sorry, pin country is also required. Then I have company underscore phone, which is also required. Then I have company underscore email, it's also required. And the last but not the least, I have company underscore GST, this is also required, and it will be a string, and email will be a email, sorry, this will be a email, okay, and the phone will be also a string, country will be also a string, okay. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to actually upload the image. So for that, what I will do, I will actually use a package. Okay, so if you go to intervention, if you search on Google for intervention Laravel, okay, you will get this thing, get to this website. I will put the website link in the image.intervention.io. I will put this link in the description box. You can go from there and you can download it. Okay, now what you need to do, you actually need to go to the installation section, and over here you can see there is a command composer intervention image. So I will just copy this part and I will go back to my terminal and I will type composer, then I will paste require intervention slash image, and then it will take some time to install the package. So I'll be right back after it's installed. Laravel intervention image package has been installed. After that, what I have done, I have just run this command php artisan storage link. This command is to just link your storage to the public directory. Okay, so now if you go to your directory of the application where you have installed, if you go where it's my Go Courier, okay, and if you go to the public directory, and there you will see a new folder named storage. Okay, so this is the place where you will store your image or whatever files you want to upload to your website. It will be stored over here. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll go back to my Visual Studio Code and I will start to upload the image. Okay, I have seen a problem over here. There is some problem with the request. The actual problem is you need to pass the request parameter over here. So I will quickly do that, because as I am getting the inputs from the form, okay, so I need to pass this request parameter. After the validation method, then what I need to do, I need to make a slug. This slug is actually just because, for example, I will create a slug of the company name. Okay, so my company name may be ABCINC. Okay, so when I will create a slug, it will be ABC_INC. So to do this thing, okay, so there is a function in Laravel. Okay, you can use a package which comes with Laravel. You need to write str, okay, and you need to import the class. So I am using a Visual Studio Code, and it has a plugin named namespace importer. So I'll just press the shortcut, and here you can see illuminate support str. So I will just import that, and if I now do the slug, and then I need to pass the value of which I want a slug. So request and company underscore name. Okay, so now you see I have already done it. Okay, now whenever the user will input anything like this abc space inc, it will be a slug like this abc_inc. Okay, so now after this, what I need to do, I need to get the image. So for that, what I will do, I will type image, then I need to get the image with the request variable, then file, and the image name is actually company underscore logo. So I have done that. Now what I need to do, I need to check that if in the image variable there is any image or not. So if is set image, then I will go inside of the condition. Then what I need to do, I need to first create a date. Okay, I will first do it, and then I will let you know that what I'm doing. So the date, I will say carbon. Carbon is a inbuilt package of Laravel. So carbon now to date string. Okay, I will get the date only. So to date string. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to create an image name. Okay, so the thing which I am doing, the image name. Okay, so maybe I have first taken the slug. I have already retrieved the slug. So maybe the image name may be of like this. I am just showing you an example over here. So maybe my slug is abc_inc. So it will be my company name. Then what I will do, I will give a dash, and then I will give the current date. So for example, today's date is 28, maybe 0405 or whatever, 05 2020. So this will be the date, and then I will again give a dash, and then there will be some unique ID, means random numbers. So for example 123 ABCD or whatever, and then there will be a dot, and then there will be the image extension. So maybe it can be PNG or JPG or JPEG or whatever it is. So I want to make this kind of a image name. So for that, I will create that image name in the image name variable. So first I need to define the slug, then I will concatenate it with a dash. Then what I need to give, I need to give the date. So I will define the date variable over, then I will again concatenate it with a dash. Then I will provide a unique ID. So there is an inbuilt function of Laravel which is unique ID, uniq ID. Okay, then I will again concatenate with a full stop, and then I will give the image this thing, the format extension. Okay, so image get client original extension. So this is a function which of the package I have installed, the Laravel intervention. So this is the function of that thing only. So now my image name is ready. Now I need to check that if in the storage folder, this storage folder, if there is some folder named company or not. Okay, so I will say if not, storage disk public. So what I am saying, if in the storage disk public folder there is a folder named company, so exists company, you can give any name of the folder you want. I am just giving company. So what I am saying, if in the storage disk public folder there is a folder named company, if not, actually if not, then what I will do, if there is no folder named company, then I need to create the folder. So I will say storage disk public, then make directory. Then in the make directory function, I will just provide the folder name which I want to create. So in my case, it will be company. Okay, so after my folder is created, then what I will do, I need to check the image. Okay, no, sorry, I don't need to check. After my folder is created, then I need to do the image thing. Means if I want to resize it, or if I want to save it, or if I want to crop it, or whatever. So I'll just save in my case. So I will just say company logo. I will define a variable, and then what I will do, I will use the Laravel intervention. So image make, and in the image make function I need to provide the image. So my image is actually this image which I am getting from the request, means which I am getting from the form actually. So I will provide it in over here, image. Okay, image make image, and I also need to import this. So I will import, and this one will be intervention image facades image. Okay, so I will import it, and I will make the image. Then if you want to resize, then you can just type resize, and then you need to pass here two variables of the width and the height. Okay, so maybe my I want to resize my image by 100 by 100. So I will just provide 100 by 100, means this is the width, this 100 is the width, and this is the height. Okay, so if you want to change the height to 20 maybe, so this will be the height and this will be the width. But in my case I don't want to resize it. So what I will do, I will just delete it and I will just save the image. In the save function, I need to provide the image extension. So what I will do, I will type the image variable again, and I will get the original extension of the file. Okay, after I have done this, now what I need to do, I need to save the image into my storage directory with in the folder named company. So for that, what I will do, I will say storage disk. In the public directory, I will put the image, and which image I will put? I will put the company logo. No, sorry, in the put, I have to put first the company, means the folder name, and then what I need to do, I need to first give the image name, and actually I need to give a image name, and then I will give a comma, and then I will give the company logo. Okay, now if I just save it, so now I okay, one of the thing I need to actually not give comma, I need to concatenate it. So I will give the full stop, and this is the company, the folder name, and then I need to provide the image name, and then the image which I am going to save. So I'm going to save the company logo which I have created it over here. Okay, now after this is completed, then my image is saved in my directory. Okay. Okay, there is some spelling mistake. I'll just make it right. Okay. Now what I need to do, I will then get out from the if statement. I will then give the else condition. If there is no image, means if the image is not set, then what I will do, I will set the image name to default.png. Okay. If there is no image name, then only it will set to default.png. Okay. After that, what I will do, I will just create a variable company, and I will make a new object of the model. So I will say new company master. Okay. Now I just need to save every details. So company underscore name is equal to request company name. Okay, like this I need to save all the details. So I'll just fast forward it, means for every detail like company name, over here if you see company name, company logo, for the company logo I actually need to give the image name. I don't need to give the request image name. Okay, I just need to provide the image name which has been created over here. Okay, the image name which has been created over here, this image name, I want to store this image name to my database, and the file will be stored in my storage directory. Okay, in the company folder. So I'll just do it for. So I have done all the things over here. I have assigned all the values. And for only the company logo, I have just given the image name as I told before. Now what I need to do, I just need to save it. So I will say company, then save. Save is just a Laravel function, okay? Sorry, save. And then what I need to do, I need to redirect the user back, means I will redirect the user wherever it was, okay? And I will redirect it with a message, so with success, and the success message will be that company details added, company details saved successfully. So yeah, it's done over here. Now what I need to do, I need to go back to my resources folder. So I'll go to my resources. Where is it? Resources, views, and then in the admin, I will create another folder. Okay. No, not sorry, not folders. I will create a file. So in the admin, I'll create a file. I'll name it alert.blade.php. Okay, in the alert.blade.php, what I will do, I'll just say if session success end if, then if a session has a success, means when I am sending this thing with success, this is actually sending a session. Okay, so I am saying if the session has success, then I will give a div with alert. Okay, I actually need the collapsible alert. So for that, what I will do, I'll just go to my admin LTE template, and over here in UI, if I go to maybe models, actually let me just go to Bootstrap website. From there, I will just copy the thing, Bootstrap. Over here, if I go to documentation, and if you go to components, and in the components over here, you can see the alert, and there is a collapsible alert, I guess. Okay, this one. So I'll just copy this, okay, and I will just paste it over here. I'll just indent it a little bit, okay. Yeah, okay. Now what I will do, if it's a success, then it will be a alert success, and alert, okay, and this one it will be a message. So what I will do, I'll just echo out the message, okay. So I'll just echo out the message, okay. No, not sorry, like that I need to do session get success. And also I have done a wrong thing over here, I have just a mistake. It will be session has success. So if the session has a variable named success, then get the success message over here. So another which I will create just down below. Okay, whenever I'll need it, I'll just create it. So for now, right now, I have created this alert, and I'll just close it, and I'll go to my index, and at the top of the in the section of the content, I'll just create a call 12, and in the call 12, what I will do, I'll just include the alert. So admin dot alert, okay. So if there is any alert, then it will be shown over here, okay. Now what I need to do, I need to actually submit the form, okay. So for that, what I need to do, I need to give the h5 element over here id. So I will give a id of maybe heading, okay, and then I need to also give a form id. So I will give a form the id of maybe form only, not form, actually I will give a company dash form, and I will give a method as post. Okay, and I will also create a div with the ID of method. Okay, and in this method I will actually define the method as put. Okay, so what I will do, I will just go down at the page, and in the push JavaScript section I will create a script tag. Okay, and now what I need to do, I actually need to modify this ID method. Okay, what I will do over here, I will give a if tag, and in the if statement I will do the same thing. I will count the companies. Okay, so I will count the companies. If the companies are greater than 0, then I will show the method put. Otherwise I will not show the method put. So what I will do, I will just delete the div from here. I will delete the div, and I will just take the method, this thing, and I will just paste over here, and I will save it. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to actually go and submit the form. So for submitting the form, what I need to do, I am just telling. So now what I will do, I will go to this button. Okay, because when we are going to submit the form, we will click on the button, and when we will click on the button, there we will change something in the form so that the form will go and submit to this post route, the company.store. Okay, then what we will do, I will go back to my index.blade, and I will remove the type submit, and I will give a on click function, and maybe I will give the name company form submit, and this is a function. And then I will go to my script tags which I created before, and I will create the function, and the function name will be company form submit. And in the function, what I will do, I'll just submit the form. Okay, so for that, what I need to do, I need to first check if the heading. So I'll first grab the heading. So I will say var heading, and it will be equal to, where the heading, h5. Okay, this is heading. So I'll grab the heading. So var heading, and then I will grab it. Sorry, heading dot val. So if the value, I'll check the value over here, means I'll get the value of the heading in the var heading. Then I will check if heading equal, if the heading is add new company, if the heading is add new company. Okay, then what I will do, I'll submit the form. So I will grab the form, company dash form, and I will set the attribute, action attribute, to the route. I am using the blade directive route over here because as it's in the blade template, so I can use it in the JavaScript as well. So the route will be admin.company.store, and then after the route is being defined, what I will do, I'll just submit the form. Okay, so that's it. And now what I need to do, I'll just go back to my Google Chrome, and I'll just reload the page. Sorry. Now there is nothing in the page right now. So if I try to save the company details, hopefully the form will get submitted to that route. Okay, so let me try it once. Okay, you are seeing that the form is getting submitted and the validation is working. Okay, everything is coming over here, the company city, state, and everything is coming. Okay, now what I need to do, when my form is working, I just need to check it out that if the form is actually getting submitted and everything is working properly. So let me give some company name. For example, I will give Go Courier, and maybe the logo, let me choose a logo. Okay, so for the logo, I'll go to the Go Courier template in the assets folder, in the image, in the maybe logo, and here is the logo. So I will just choose this black one. Okay, the company address for maybe city center, company city maybe Durgapur, where I live actually. The company state would be West Bengal. The pin code will be 713103. Company country is India. Company phone may be 9123455678 something. And email would be maybe go courier @gmail.com, and GST number, let me enter some fictitious number. And then if I save the company details, hopefully it will get saved. So let me check it out. Okay, there is a problem. It's showing the company logo must be an image. Okay, I get it. The problem, you need to actually, it's a silly mistake actually. You need to actually use the enc type. So I'll just add it, enc type, and I need to set it to multi-part form data. If you don't include this in your form is never going to accept images. Okay, so I need to go back and reload the page again, and I need to fill up the form again. So what I will do, I'll just use the form filler. Okay, so the form filler has actually done everything for me. I'll just change the phone number to 1234, maybe this. Okay, GST number, I also need to change the GST number. Okay, and let me choose the logo again. Okay, now if I again save, so it's showing that company details saved successfully. Okay, if I go to my Go Courier directory, and if I go to public, and if I go to storage, there you will see a new folder company, and if you go, there is the logo, and it's saved as I wanted, that Go Courier. It's a slug right now, and then the date, and then a unique ID, and then the extension. Okay, so it's totally working right now. Now see, it's showing edit existing company. Okay, so now what I can do, if I go back in the index, and if I open this thing, and if I just provide the value, now actually what you need to do over here is I am doing this value afterwards, but if you are going to do it previously, so you need to actually check that if the count is more than 1. Okay, because if previously I give the value over here, then you will get a error. Okay, so for that what I need to do, I will give a condition over here. So I will say count companies greater than 0, then the value, no, not like this, I need to use the if else statement. So I will just say if count companies greater than 0. Okay, I'll just put it down so you can see it clearly. If greater than 0, then what will happen, end if, and in the end if I will give the value as company name. Sorry, company underscore name. Okay, uh, is it right? Let me check my controller for once. If I go over here, it's company. Okay, company name. Then now what will happen if I go back to my website and reload? Hopefully you will get the name. Yeah, you are getting the name. And if there are no values also, if you have less than 0, then it would be not over here. It would not be displayed over here. Okay, so like this I will just copy it. So now for the rest also I need to do the same thing. I just need to give the value of it over here. So what I will do, I'll just do it quickly and return back to you. Okay. Okay, so I have filled all the input fields right now. Okay. If I go back to my Google Chrome and if I reload, here you can see I have already filled up all the inputs. Okay, and every input is right now coming. One more thing which I need to do over here, it's still showing save company details. I just need to also give a logic over here, condition, and I need to change the button text to update company details. So for that, what I will do, I'll just go to the button, and over here, what I will do, I will just give a condition, and it will be count companies greater than 0. Then I will show save, update company details, else it will show save company details, and I will save it and I will go back and reload. Now it's showing update company details. Okay, and now what I need to do, I just need to update. Okay, so for updating that, what I need to do, I'll go back to my company controller and I will create a new method, public function update. In my routes file web.php, I have defined the method as update, so I will create that method only update. Now what I need to do, I'll not write all this logic again, I'll just copy everything from the store method. Okay, I'll copy everything and I'll paste it in the update. And now what I will do, I will cut the company, new company where I have created the new object. I will cut it from here, and after my validation is done, okay, and then what I will do, I will paste it over here, company. Then what I will do, I will find the company. So I will say company master, and then I will find the ID of 1. Okay, then the same thing, I need to make the slug of the request company, and here again the request is they're getting an error just because of I am getting inputs from the form, so I need to give the request parameter, and I've given the request parameter. Now the error is gone. Now what I will do, this one is okay, set image, and everything is fine, and I am getting the image, and no, sorry, I am making the folder over here if the folder doesn't exist. Okay, and over here in the validation part, the image would not be required. Okay, because the thing is that if a user doesn't wants to change the image and only wants to change the company name or something like that, the user can do so, and the company name must be required. The user cannot leave a company name blank or a address blank or a city blank or something like that, but the image is not required. Okay, you can change this, up to you, it's up to you totally that what you want, it's your project specific thing. Okay, now what I will do over here, when I will make the folder, after that I need to check that if the image is already existing in that folder or not. Like for me, I have already a image of this name, Go Courier 2020 or something like that. So if a user wants to change the image, the old image must be deleted. This would get deleted and the new image must be stored over here. So for that, what I would do, I would say storage disk public exist, and the folder name is company. Then I will give a slash, then I would concatenate it with the dollar sign and then the company, and I will get the company logo. Okay, so if in the storage disk public, in the company folder, this image is existing, then what I would do, I would delete that image. So I would say storage disk public, then delete. Then I need to delete which image, which is in the company folder. Then I will give a slash and concatenate it with the company underscore logo. So I will then delete this image. Okay. Then after the image is deleted, then I will save the new image and I will put the new image in the company folder, or else the image, if the user has not uploaded an image, then what will happen? The old image name will only be stored in this image name. So I will say company underscore logo. Okay, so now it's being done. So company name, everything is fine over here, and company, this would save and it would redirect, and this would be updated successfully. The success message would change and this would be updated successfully. Okay, so the update method is completed. Now what I need to do, I need to go back to my index.blade.php file, and in the script where I have given this thing, if the heading is add new company, then the attribute would be this one, else. So if the heading is not that, then I will change the attribute to update. Okay, so the company form attribute action would be admin company update, and it would submit. Okay, so if everything goes fine, then it would automatically get updated. So I would refresh the page and I would make it go courier updated, and let me see if it gets updated or not. So it's, I hope it's working properly. It is showing company details updated successfully. If I go to my database, company master data, if I reload it over here, you can see it's go courier updated and the image is still there. And now if I want to update my image, I just select another image, maybe the PNG, this one, and then if I update the company details, it's showing company is updated successfully. In my database, it's updated. Okay, so if I go to this one is also updated. Okay, the old image is deleted and the new image is uploaded. Okay, now this one is working properly, means my company is working properly. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to, there is a problem that this one is not lit up, means there is no active class. So for that, what I need to do, I need to check in my sidebar. So I will go to my sidebar.blade.php, and over here the problem is I haven't provided the prefix, which is admin slash company master. If I go and if I reload, now you can see it's working properly. And the back button, if I press the back button is being then redirected to the dashboard. The dashboard is also lit up. And if I go back again to the company master, so the company master is also working. So it's all this for this video, it's all. Okay, in the next video, then we will create the branch. Okay, so in the next video we create the CRUD for the branch. Okay, in this video we have completed the company master. From the next video we will start creating the branch, and after that we will proceed in every video. So guys, this is all for today. If you like my video, please share, comment and subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.